So you're looking to put a low down payment for the property you're going to buy, and you're wondering, is the FHA loan right for me? Let's talk about some of the pros and cons of working with an FHA type loan and using it when buying your next home or your next property. So right off the bat, the biggest pro to using an FHA loan is just a low down payment. You're able to put 3.5% down on the property you're going to buy, which is extremely low compared to the 5%, 10%, sometimes even 20% that you need. Especially if you're buying an investment property, you need to normally put 20 to 25% down. So a 3.5% loan program is insane if you're looking to buy an investment property and live in one of the units. Which leads me to the second pro into using an FHA type loan. Now, if you're looking to buy an apartment building like a 2 to 4 unit, this would be a great type of loan if this is your first time doing it, because it really lets you be hands-on on the property. You get to live in one of the units. Let's say you're renting right now. Well, guess what? You're going to still live in basically an apartment, so your lifestyle is not really going to change too much, but you're going to get that experience as being a landlord, owning a property and managing it yourself and taking care of it yourself, which the FHA type loan allows you to do. The third pro of using an FHA type loan is there's actually a product called a 203K FHA loan, which basically means if the property needs work, if it's a rehab, you can roll the repair costs into the loan. So let's say you're buying a project that you're going to want to live in, that you're going to want to invest in and live in for a little bit. You're able to borrow the funds that it's going to cost to rehab the place into the loan. So it's a great place, again, if you're thinking about investing and you want to start, this loan is a great way to dip your toes in so that you get some hands-on experience. If you're not looking to invest and you just need a low down payment, this product is also good for you since you only need to put 3.5% down. Now let's talk about the negatives of using an FHA type loan. What you might not know is when you use an FHA type loan, it's going to come with higher closing costs. Now, in general, the down payment is 3.5%, so you're putting less money down, but the closing costs needed usually ends up more because there's an FHA added premium to it. So that can be upwards to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 depending on the price of the property. So that is one downside of closing with an FHA type loan. Sure, your down payment is less, you only need to put 3.5% down, but you have an extra closing cost that you need when you do use an FHA type loan. The second negative is you need to live in the property for at least 1 year. So if you're thinking about investing in real estate, a loan is a great option to do that. The thing is, you need to live at the property for at least 1 year. So if you have plans that you're going to need to move out, you're going to move out of state, whatever that reason is, there are some reasons covered by the loan that it's okay to, but the majority of the time you need to stay in there for 1 year. So you can't make plans to leave, you can't do anything, you have to make sure you stay on the property. And guess what? If you're buying a property that has tenants in there, you're going to need to kick them out because you need to live in one of the units within a certain amount of time. So make sure you have a game plan and make sure you know that ahead of time, because that could be a negative if you're thinking about moving within a year or so. The third negative of using an FHA type loan is the mortgage insurance. Now, typically with mortgage insurance, if you pay less than 20% down on a loan, you have to pay mortgage insurance until you get to that 20%. Whether the property appreciates and you get 20% equity, whether you keep paying off the monthly payments until you have 20% equity, whatever the case may be, once you get to 20%, the mortgage insurance is gone. With FHA loans, they are permanent. They are there forever. So you have to pay that mortgage insurance no matter what until you either sell the property or you refinance out of that FHA type loan. So that is a big downside. You have to continually pay. You can have 50% equity in your property and you still have to pay this mortgage insurance. So at that point, it might be best to just refinance out of it so you can save that monthly payment. So overall, those are the pros and cons to using an FHA type loan. This loan is really popular, like I mentioned, with beginning investors or people who want to invest. And this is a great way. I've done it myself to get involved in real estate investing when you don't have too much money to put down, but again, you want to start that career and you want to get that experience and buying a 2 to 4 unit property, which an FHA loan gives you that possibility. So it is a great program. There are some cons to it, but again, if you're using it right and you have a right strategy, it's very helpful to you and it can be a great resource for you. So whether you're a real estate investor or not, the FHA loan has its pros and cons, and there's reasons to do it and there's reasons to not to do it. So if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, best of luck on your search and finding your next property.